Are you single ready to mingle? Okay, I have so much for you today. But before we go on, please, I would like you to like, share, comment on this video, and please remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you. Okay, today I have something very interesting to talk about. What is it today? It's about the vital qualities to look out for in a husband material. Okay, do not say I'm saying husband material, I'm not saying wife material. Today, we are concentrating on the qualities to look out for in a good husband. That is a husband material. Is it 1000%? Maybe, I don't know if there's anything like that. But today we are looking at that. So if you're a single sister out there, this is a video for you. This is a video for us, because when I'm done, I'm going to go back to watch it too. Okay, just give me few minutes of your time so we write on this together. Okay, one of the major qualities to look out for in a husband material, please permit me to start with this, is humor. He must be very funny. Very funny. Okay, let me not say very funny. He must have that, even if it's just 20-30% of, that sense of humor is very interesting. When you have somebody who can actually make you laugh, the world is heavy with plenty stress here and there these days. So if you have a husband to be, or a guy that makes you laugh, that knows how to take stress off you with funny talks and all that, it's a very good one. So if a guy is like that around you and he likes you, pay attention. Okay. Second point I have here is he must be a good listener. Someone that is very attentive. Some guys have this attitude of talk fast. I saw someone one time and he said, whatever you want to say, you can actually put it in. And then the lady was like, you don't mean it. And me now, I was just like, really? Is this a relationship or a firing squad? You understand? But I think that was just it for her, and it wasn't good, and it really didn't work. So he must be a very good listener who is very attentive to all you have to say, because remember, he must add to you, he must correct you, he must direct you. So if he's not even listening when you're talking, so you're talking to yourself, it's not working. So if you see that good listening attitude in a guy that is with you, take him serious. Another point is he must be a communicator, not a parrot. It's not in men's character, guys. It's not their thing to be talking too much. We all know that a lot of them, especially the responsible ones who are busy, who have a lot going on in their minds, are not on the too much talk side. But he must be communicating. If he loves you, if he wants you to be in his life, he will talk with you. He will make out time to talk with you. So if a guy is with you and he's avoiding communication with you, he doesn't want you. He doesn't need you. He's not a good husband material for you. So if he's not talking with you, how will the thing grow? How will you know what's going on? How will he help you grow and all that? So he must be a very good communicator that communicates with you. Even if he's not communicating with too many people, he'll be communicating with you. Another part that is being overemphasized these days, but it cannot really be overemphasized. People think it's actually overemphasized and overrated, but it's very important. If a man doesn't have emotional intelligence, he won't be a good husband material. I repeat that again. He won't be a good husband material. If a guy has emotional intelligence, he can manage your emotions. We are all different when it comes to emotions. So if you have a guy who is intelligent emotionally, it means he's matured emotionally. He's smart emotionally. So if you have, he'll know how to manage you. Over time that he has stayed with you, you see that you go off and on sometimes, you misbehave at times, he knows how to manage you. He knows how to put you together. Sometimes, at times, the guy can be the shy one, and then the lady is the outspoken one, and then, their temperaments definitely won't be the same. But if you see him, whatever temperament he has, what he can put you in order emotionally, and he's matured emotionally, he can put himself in order emotionally, my sister, go for it. So the next point I have here is he must be trustworthy. He must be trustworthy. a guy is not trustworthy, what are you doing with him? He's telling you, I love you. He's telling so many others, I love you. On his DM, a lot is going on. You're not aware. But if you find a guy that tells you 6 and 6 is 6, trust him. If you find a guy who tells you, I'm in so-so place, I'm at so-so place at so-so time, and you see that it's like that really over time, he's very consistent with his trust pattern, then he's worthy of your trust. Give it to him without any struggle. That man deserves to have you if you're a good woman. So that is a husband material. Another point to find in a husband material is he must be very compassionate. A husband material is compassionate. Now, the beautiful thing about being compassionate, when you find it in a man, is that that virtue in them will not just help them take care of only you. It makes them, that part of them is the fatherly part in them. It's very key. It's very important. So a man is, if a man is compassionate, he's a good husband material and a good father material that you can secure for your children. Then another part I've seen is that husband materials are very confident people. Yes, they are very confident because they know that life is going on well for them on their inside. I'm not talking about affluence, about riches, no, those are not the things I'm saying. Once a man is sound from within, it gives him confidence. It gives him a beautiful courage. There's a way they carry themselves. So if you find a man that is confident, I'm not talking about proud, arrogant people, guys who are confident, maybe because they know God, maybe because they trust their hustles that God is helping them with, maybe because they are truthful, they are trustworthy, because they have life going on well with them on their inside. So they will always be confident. So don't mistake it for pride. If you find a man like that, you're good to go with him. Another part that is very key for somebody like me is kind. He must be, if he's a kind guy, and he's very kind to not just you, kind to your friends, kind to his family, kind to his friends, because it was his family first before you. So if he's very kind to his friends, his family, number one, his friends, his colleagues, and then he's kind with you and people around you too, please don't mess with such a guy. They are hard to come by these days. So if you find it, you must see that kindness in him to know, yeah, this one is a husband material. Then another part is he must be very honest. Husband materials are very honest. You know, the playboys are never honest. So it takes being honest to earn a responsible woman's trust, a reasonable woman's trust. It takes being honest to earn it. So when you find a man that is a guy that is honest with you, there are too many players out there, but if you find a guy that is honest with you, he's an husband material, a very good husband material, because I love honest people. Naturally, I just love honest people, but they are the hardest to come by lately. Maybe because of what the world is turning into, but may God help us all. So another part is, another beautiful thing you must see in a guy to know he's a good husband material is that he is consistent. If you followed my the other video I did, you see where I was hammering on consistency. So a guy that is consistent, that tells the truth, what he tells you today is the same as what he's telling you tomorrow, is the same as what he told you yesterday. Such guys are hard to come by. And then they are sound, they have sound mind. They won't laugh with you today and tomorrow they are quarreling with you. They won't flow with you today and tomorrow they've ignored you. No. If you see guys, those are the tiny things that people like me, I like to look out for in a guy. So it's not the one that we are vibing today, gisting as friends, and then tomorrow you're ignoring me. You don't have time to chat anymore. You're busy. You understand? So these days, a lot of them behave like that. So once you see those traits, this one is not a good husband material. Maybe to you, he might be to someone else. So you just quietly let go. But if you find a guy that is consistent in this modern world, you just know that he's not one of the type who just jumps from profile pictures to profile pictures, who jumps from DMs to DMs. So once you find that type, a lot of guys are heartbroken because they didn't see it coming. When they met dishonest ladies who were not consistent, a lot of guys are heartbroken. Yes, we're going to talk about wife material soon too, but for now we're talking husband materials. I just brought that in. So please, when you find the one that is consistent in his character, consistent checking you up, consistent liking your posts, consistent encouraging you, please do not joke with them. They are hard, very, extremely, very hard to come by these days. It's only God that brings such people to our ways. But may we find the right ones, or may the right ones find us too. Amen. So the next point I have here is he respects you. Yes. See, a husband material is a perfect gentleman. I'm telling you the honest truth. He's a perfect gentleman. You want him to value you. You want him to just give him his respect. He will respect you till Jesus comes. I know if you have seen like that. He will respect you any day, come rain, come shine. You understand? So a perfect gentleman is the one who respects you. I know they feel terrible when they are being taken for granted. When they respect you and you think it's foolishness, you will lose it. So when you find a guy who can respect you, who truly respects you, he's a responsible man. You understand? He's a responsible man and a good husband material. So the next I have here is he won't just respect you, he respects your family. You know, he respects his family, respects his friends, his colleagues, everybody. So if he's extending that to you and your own people, he's a responsible man. Do not joke with him. Then do not forget, there is another part that I love so much. If he disagrees with you, with respect, he's quarreling with you. He's still saying, baby, you know, I'm not okay with that. Honey, you know, this thing you're doing is putting me off. Babe, you know, this thing, I don't like it. Can you just stop this? Babe, when are you going to stop? See, when you hear a guy doing that, he's vexing, but he's not removing those things. They are still there. Pay attention. He's a responsible guy. He's a good guy. No matter his anger, you say, baby, you're pushing me. I don't really like what you do at times. Why are you like this now? Honey, stop. Somebody is telling you that. I beg, hug him. He's a good man. He's a very correct husband material. He's not the one that, now, you are quarreling. The next thing is like, Choma, is something wrong with you? He has forgotten you are baby. If you meet the one who still continues with the respect, with the value he placed on you, he's not dropping it because you are fighting. He's a good guy. Do not joke with him. So another one is, they are usually very hardworking. Husband materials are usually very hardworking. He can be 28 and he's planning his life like a 50 years old man. You understand? There's a way they plan. You see, a lot of them, they don't want their wives to live in rented apartments. I have friends like that. They don't want their wives to live in rented apartments. They don't want their kids to suffer. They are very hardworking. So, and that is why God gives them good women. I have seen men like that who will just be working hard all their lives. Their mates are chopping burger, doing this, their own is, they are investing, they are doing this, they are doing that, just preparing the future. You see, when God wants to bring them women, he brings them righteous women, women who can actually multiply what they have gathered. It's not scatterers, it's not shoppers. So when you meet a guy like that is hardworking, do not joke with him. He's a husband material, not just a husband material, a father material. He will father you and his kids. So if you meet his type, do not joke with him. Come very prepared so that whatever he has labored so hard to gather, you don't come and scatter it. You help him multiply them. So there you see very hardworking men who gave life, who gave hustles, their whole energy, passion, and focus. Today, God is giving them kingdom women. Women of front, women of front line, women who are doing excellently well. God is giving them intelligent women. It did not happen because they are fine boys or because they know how to talk or because they know how to dress. No, it's over the years. The Bible says something that when your obedience is full, it will not just happen to you. You see him working hard. As he's working hard, he's progressing in the physical, financially. But one thing he might not know is that he's progressing qualifying spiritually for some blessings that will blow his mind. So when God gives him a woman that maybe he's a quiet guy who just lives a quiet life, before you know it, God has given him a woman that will be flying the world together. I don't want to mention names, but we know one or two female artists that married such hardworking guys. Today, the men are, if you leave them, they want to just hide, live coded lives. But God has blessed them beyond that, because he saw their hard work and brought well-deserving women that is now making the world hear about their needs. So if you're a hardworking guy, or you are out there, you are one good hardworking guy and you're being taken for granted, I bet let them go. A good husband material is a teacher by nature. They don't need to go to anywhere to go learn that. God just gives them that, graces them with the gift of teaching. So they will teach you new things. So when you have among your guys, your friends who are around you, one particular one liking you, showing all these traits, he's a good husband material. So take him very seriously. And if it's for a relationship, take him very seriously. The scripture says that one will chase 1,000, two will chase 10,000. If you have a guy who teaches you new things, he's a good husband material. That man is the one you will join forces with, and then you will begin to chase 10,000. You two will progress. As he's teaching you new things, you are growing. He's giving him that, he's making his ego rise. He's investing his energy, his knowledge, his wisdom on you, and you're bringing it out. Women, we are naturally multipliers. So anything you give us by grace, we multiply it. So if you meet a guy who can teach you new things, every now and then I pray for such, because there's so much on ground to be done. And then sometimes the guys just come around, and then you are weighing them in your mind that, can I be very close with this one? Can I be very close? Can he help me? When you come around me, a lot of guys, till recently I just stopped. When you come around me as a guy and I see that you are in control of yourself, you know how to do a few things for yourself, I begin to desire if you can actually be my manager. Honestly, I begin to desire it. I begin to look at you in that direction. I begin to reason it, if that can be. But at times you just get disappointed. Some of them don't have foresight. So permit me to add to this. Let me now choose this. A good husband material must have foresight. If he's looking at you like this, he should be seeing you 10 years, 20 years from now. You understand? When you meet a guy who is a good husband material, they have foresight. They have foresight. I remember those times I didn't even know myself. I was close to someone then who used to tell me, but you should be writing what you're saying. Sometimes, at times when you talk, be writing them. Don't let them be going. I didn't know the meaning of that. Then at times you say like this. So I was gradually picking those things. Even before I started getting small trainings here and there. So if a guy has foresight, don't joke with him. If he has foresight, he's a good man. He will put so much in you that will help you bring out those virtues, those gifts. He will turn those gifts to major values that will take you to limelight. So when you meet a guy that they are not looking for ladies, ready-made girls, or ready-made ladies, they are not following Instagram pictures, TikTok pictures, or profile pictures. Those men are not that type. They are the major odogus. Those ones who have foresight, Jesus. Those guys who have foresight, don't joke with them. They can pick up a lady. If you say you are too skinny, somebody like me, I just like to be the way I am. If my husband comes and he wants me to be fat, no wahala now. We do what used to make people fat. Then the way I am, if my husband says, okay, he has come now, he wants like this, he wants like that, we go to the gym. They have foresight. Even if you are like a tiny rope, they know in their mind, they are seeing you. They know how they will build you in 3 months, in 6 months. So there are people, intelligent guys like that who have foresight. But you see the ones who don't have foresight, what they are doing is one profile picture to the other. Other women that other men have groomed is what they are looking for. They don't have the grace. They don't understand what having foresight is, to groom their own woman, to build her from nothing. Let me tell us, brothers with good qualities, you understand, if you are a brother in this category, let me tell you how much of a superhuman being you are. Whatever that makes you see what other people cannot see in a woman makes you a superhero already. Makes you a super king, an amazing king. Let me tell you the truth. So if anyone has ever taken that part of you for granted, I am here telling you that you're a superhero. He's not an ordinary man that will have foresight to see deep what is not. He's like a man who has faith. He just know that, put this girl in my hand, I'm going to groom. I'm going to come one day and talk about this very well, because there's a big topic on this. But let me celebrate you, congratulate you, to tell you that you are a great man. You are an outstanding guy. You are a champion if you have foresight. The quality is amazing, because it can make a fruit seller, if you understand what I'm saying, it can make a fruit seller be a superhero overnight. It can make, you understand, there's something in you guys with foresight. You just look at the lady. As I'm talking now, some of you are watching and you have foresight. You're already seeing it that this lady that is talking like this, I think I can actually do like this. If God is speaking to you, brother, bring it up. If God is saying, let me, I think you can manage her. I think you can help out with this. Bring it up. Just DM me on my IG, please. Let us talk some meaningful things on moving forward in life. I'm a fan of it. I love it. So if I meet guys who have foresight, I celebrate them. There are guys, a lot of guys I've told, please, can you help me do this? Can we do this together? They don't even take it serious. Sometimes you call a guy and say, please, I want to do this. You want to hear them give you their own vibe or their idea on it, their vibe on it, and they just play with it. And I'm like, gosh. And that's one of the things that freaks me about guys. I see you as a guy in authority. I see you as a leader. Once you have foresight, you can see through me and guide me through things. So I will celebrate you. I will cherish you any day. So with this viewpoint of mine, I hope I have been able to convince you and not confuse you that there are still good guys out there with great qualities of the husband material. And please still do not forget that you have to go and check out my YouTube channel to get the full gist. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your day.